Sir, am I audible, sir? Hello? 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 Sir, am I audible? Hello? Sir, am I audible, sir? Hello? Hello. Yes. Sir, I am audible, sir. Hello. Hello. Sir, I am audible. Hello. Hello. Sir, I am audible. Hello. Sir. Hello. 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 Yeah, ma'am. I am audible, ma'am. Hello. 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 సార్ 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 వినిపిస్తుందా లేదంటే వాళ్ళు కనీసం వస్తుందంట ఒకసారి నాకు వస్తుంది ఒకసారి చెప్పండి వస్తుందని చెప్పి నేను కంటిన్యూ అవుతాను ఓకే సరే సరే నేను ప్రొసీడ్ అవుతాను yes good afternoon friends so as yesterday we discussed this overall syllabus of advertising and sales management. As we discussed yesterday, the four piece of marketing mix, and we discussed this basics of advertising, and also we covered four P's. The four P's are one P is products, price, place, and promotion. Right? We discussed the four. Now we continue with yesterday's class, and I move to what the four P's are very important in advertising as well as sales management. The first foremost one is first C is customer. So as of everyone knows customer is a king. He decides the markets. If he satisfies the product, the product can be survived. Otherwise, the product cannot be survived. Like we see some of the product Nokia phone, Yahoo, and some of the very popular products also, there is no existence now because of the customer is not happy with these products or services. Then naturally it will be no, it's no existence in the world. So like customer always given higher priority. The marketing also is customer oriented rather than this market oriented. Okay, it's a purely customer oriented market. Like the companies decide, the companies or firms have to decide to satisfy the customer needs, wants, and they decide. Then only the customer will create the demand of the product. The second P is cost. So to decide the price of a product or services, what we call adding this, whatever the first calculating this total cost, the total cost, then the companies will add certain percentage of profit margin, they'll decide this selling price. So the total cost is a major component to decide the selling price. So if the company is able to fix appropriate price rates, the customer is happy with the price rate, the customer create a more demand of products, right? So like the cost is the major, a very important role in marketing mix or advertising to either increase the sales of a product. And the convenience, the third is the convenience is a very important factor for sales. If the product or services are convenient, It helps the people to address their issues or give some kind of a, uh, or some kind of satisfaction or their feelings, whatever is there. So if this very simple, very convenient product is required, see that means see like example, refrigerator, air coolers, televisions, and whatever the possible convenient product, then the people will prefer to buy the product. They will look always for the convenient products. If the new company produce a product in different way, and it look like very convenient and easy to move one place to another place, or easy to handle this with care. So like whatever this convenience is there, people will buy the product. And fourth to see is communication. So how best a company can communicate their product or services and communicate today very easy to understand these buyers, what we call customers. So we see that the company gives very small and a simple language and very using the very catchy words and it is very attractive to customers. So see that okay, this company brand is so this is like the company has to give this simple communication, very prompt communication, help the company to increase the sales. Like after four P's, we covered four C's. After that, we'll move to role of advertising in marketing mix and promoting, positioning. Okay, positioning. So we'll discuss the first one is we know four P's: product, price, promote, place, and promotion. Then we club it. What is the role of advertisement in production? And the role of advertising in fixing the price range, role of advertising in place, role of promotion in role of advertising in the promotion also. So as earlier we discussed, every product. So naturally, any physical product has there has some quality, shape, size, color, some other features, and these are the basic elements of it. Any physical product. But in case in the services, so we can't see this compare with colors, all these. It's a unique service. Services we can't measure, we can't touch, is a purely intangible, right? But advertisement is giving a very important role to promote the products, to give this explaining the features. So this product has a this feature to compare with other product, with the computer product, and these are the additional features. It's very easy to convenient, like so. It is adding some other shapes, like the advertising, adding the products. We'll move to second point, the price. So advertisements and pricing exchange the value of a product. So marketers may bring out very high quality of the product and the product is very good. But the problem is fixing the price rate in a perfect market. So the competitors' prices also follows whatever the new companies, right? So they will see what is the competitor price rate and see that based on that, this advertising also deciding that this product is priced this much and it has additional features and it's very convenient. Like it is explained, it gives more than this uh, advertisement. See that the offer period or discount period or additional quantity is given. Right? Advertising is very playing a very important role conviction of this precision on this. Third one, advertising at place. So advertisement gives this placement. So where the product is available, what kind of distribution channels are there? What kind of distribution channels are there? Right? If it is available in the local market or not, and how many days it required for the delivery of products? Like these advertisements are giving this showcase of the products available where the product is available. Right? After that, this will move to uh, promotion. The promotion is advertising is a part of promotion, right? So the promotion consists of the advertising, publicity, personal selling, direct selling, sales promotion techniques. Now it's a business. Businessmen today have a very lot of competition. The world is a very competitive market. 21st century is a very competitive market. So advertising play a very important role forward the clam of sellers and the counter the climb for competitors, right? So how best the brand image can create, how best the brand loyalty can develop, and these are decided through advertising only. And fifth point, advertising and fees. So face refers the speed in marketing decision and actions. Like earlier also we discussed last class, it involves among the other things, launching a new products or brand variations at a greater speed before that. Right? Brand variation. You can see the Hindustan Unilever and Procter and Gamble. So there's a variety of products out there, the same brands, and increase the speed, right? So they will attract all kind of customers, either rural, urban, and semi-urban, and see that this is a middle class family, upper middle class family, and lower middle class family. They will cover. They want to everyone has to buy the company's product. They have to variety of brand, uh, variety of variations available in the same company, and they introduce a new brand. Advertising playing a very important role in informing, educating, and the customer to buy the products. So advertising and packaging, see that the packaging is a very most important. Certain products, that was also important. Nowadays, the companies also putting a lot of effort for making a good packaging system. Right, it's very easy to carry and increase the company's sales also. Increase the company sales also. The packaging play a very important role. Yeah, Radhakrishnan, I'm audible, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
And
sir.
see that
Yes,
if
sir.
you see that packing, some of the products the packing is very most important. See the glass items, other items. Use the people are buying the product into online, and how best they are providing this uh, packaging is also. Advertising and promotion. The product position aim to create and maintaining and distinct images of the brands in the minds of the customers. So how best now see that if you see the logo, see the for this company, so see that easily identify the target customer, target audience, or target customer. Right? If you see the Tata, everyone knows, and everyone knows Reliance, right? So everyone knows Mahindra, everyone knows Bharti. Right? Few companies are very popular, and role of we move to 2.4, the role of advertising in a promotion mix. So as we are the four elements in marketing mix, like product, price, place, and promotion. So we'll discuss one by one. Understanding promotional mix, right? Like there are different types of is there, no? Personal selling is there, and direct selling is there, and sales promotions. So campaign companies may give their revenue to short-term boost to providing the discounts and see the rebates and offers are giving these 1+1 offers. So like the sales promotion and public relations also see that media appearances, press conferences, and sponsoring tournaments, sponsorship of the events, right? Press releases. No, you can see this newspaper coverages, all these under public relations. So advertising one of the most important element as we discussed in earlier also in the promotion mix. So advertising reach involves reaching a large audience through a variety of medias to build brand awareness, promote special offer, and build customers' loyalty. Now, pinpointing the correct targets, the 50% job is done. So every company has to decide who are their target customers, right? So if the company has directly identified the target customer, so easily to communicate this about the product, about the price, about the place where the product available. So the very important point is identify the target customers through the market segments. How the market can be segmented geographically, you see that. So how this segmentation works. Create and advertising strategies. So advertising strategy is very most important. No, we'll get advertisement. The strategy is very important, and the build product and brand awareness. See, the advertisement major object is to build a product and brand awareness. So everyone knows the brand and see the product. So these companies are new products and new, these early users no. So I'm very happy with the product, buying the product, like the customer have kind of positive opinion on the product. And reach new markets and target audiences, target segments, and counter the claim of competitors. See that this company has to compete with its competitors and computer pricing, computer strategies, and this company has to acquire this market share. Remind customer about the benefits of your product. So the customer has remember. So if I buy this product, I will get this kind of benefits like that. They will be, uh, they will understand. They will remember this company product future and say that one good customer has given multiple advertisement is it's given the it's the most advantage any company mouth to mouth, right? So the goals of our advertisement campaign need to align with the rest of your personal strategies. Right? This company are giving different kind of products. See that no, it depends upon the nature of the products. As earlier, is Tanishq and cigarette company, pharma company, and Hindustan Unilever company. How best they are doing advertising. We can't say that all companies follow the same kind of advertisement. So different companies have followed the same advertisement based on the nature of the products and create right messaging. So this is the very most important. The right message, very simple and easy to understand. And see that if given a message in another way, it gives it's unethical. See that it leads to uh, create a problem in the society, and its customer will see that the other way, right? And besides, on a, uh, offers, whatever the offers are there, see that the companies offer every Saturday morning, right? Most of the companies they send messages to the customers. So this weekend, this much of you have this much of points, you need to buy, you will get just some advertisement with discounts, right? Or else if your points will be lapsed, right? They will decide to call, when they call after all this. So effective call to action, see that booking of appointments, call us today, visit our store, greet your feed samples, see like that. We don't know when, but see the messages we are getting. So last time we visited our store, with your feedback, is okay. So like they can get the feedbacks and they see that everything an appointment and choosing the right advertising medium. So see that there are different kind of advertising media platforms or advertising are there. So which one is very suitable to the companies? So like that, some companies they preferred, most of the companies they preferred in television. So but rapid now after this COVID and certain period, people won't spend much time in the televisions, right? Like everyone has a mobile phone and they spend more time in mobile. So see the company has changed the strategies instead of giving the advertising mobile and television, they move to in the YouTube other sources of advertisement. So every media its own advantages and limitations, right? The radio is the only one-way communication, and see that the radio is also earlier days is very popular. Companies were giving advertisement, but now it's not that much. But in urban areas, see that radio, FM 93.4, FM 90. So wherever the uh, travel time, the people listen this company advertisement and offers, and at the same time they given this traffic. There is a traffic is there, right? Or weather condition they inform. At the same time they are promoting the product or FM radios, right? And billboards and posters also wherever the crowded places, wherever the people are staying more time, they see that the posters will be arranged and see billboards wherever these highway roads are any crowded places, the billboards also giving some advertisements. So it has its own advantages and limitations also there. Print magazines and newspapers, but earlier before this earlier it is very popular. Most of these companies they give these advertisement in uh, print magazines and newspapers. Still, the newspaper is going on, uh, but its own. No, those are illiterate. See, its own limitations also for a newspaper advertisement. It's very fast. It's one time only. So, what if this is today newspaper is tomorrow newspaper? So that kind of is there. How best it is. How this newspaper giving addition to the increase the sales of the product. Online magazines and newspapers. Online magazines also, the very popular online newspapers also there. In between online newspaper anytime and a very convenient, uh, these readers can read these magazines and newspapers. And social media platform is very uh, popular nowadays. See that will be the advertisements for various social media platforms are there. See that Facebook and other media platforms also will be this uh, uh, Twitter and Instagram. And there's so many platforms are there for giving this company promotion, advertisement through using these various social platforms. And paid search, online advertising also is available. So online bannering advertisement, wherever these programs are connecting with in between bannering advertisement is given, the remarketing is also there. So like the different kind of media platforms are available, but every media platform has its own advantages and limitations. We will discuss in elaborate in next chapter, next unit. Our title is different types of advertisings. Okay. So remember it to select method of advertising that align with the rest of your promotion strategies and right. So how to measure the success? So if you opted for this TV advertisement, so if TV advertisement is increase the company sales or not, but today not increase, but it will take some time. The first the customer will aware about the products, and after that they create some interest to buy a product, and there is an increase in the people buy, right? So like example can be give for Facebook ads, and if your age, depending upon age also, the page marking also make adjustment for next time. So people will be adjust for next time also. So like uh, moving to principles of effective advertising, right? Every advertising there are seven principles are there. So if you select any kind of advertising, but if required effectively, we need to follow seven principles. The first and foremost principle is visual consistency. So you develop a small video or you develop a small message, the visual consistency is required. And image is very clear, the display is very clear, and if the customer can remember for longer memory, longer time. So visual is important. And see that some will see that we can have this advertising effective. For example, think like in Nike company and a slogan, certain slogan, just do it, right? Just do it. And like the boost is kind of right. You see, we'll think about Sachin Tendulkar earlier, Virat Kohli. So some kind of visual we'll imagine, you know, Maggie 2 minutes, right? Like so many products are there, services are there, just visual consistency is there, and campaign duration. And the second thing is when we use advertisement, right? So we can see that the best time to use advertisement is companies during the whole period, but it's related to cost, right? If you use advertisement the whole year, but your product is not a product. If you give whole year, but it not helps to increase the sale. Why? Because the nature of the product itself, it is a seasonal product. So see that these pharma companies, sorry, these fertilizer companies, they give advertisement before any season. These farmers know this brand, but these fertilizers. See this summer, so before start summer, we start March and April and February, March and April, this air conditioner, air cooler companies, see the refrigerators, ACs. Let's see these are seasonal product advertisements. They won't give this in rainy season. We can't see any advertisement in this rainy season of these products, seasonal products. So, for example, if you select give advertisement television, what is the best time to give advertisement? Like, for example, the board alderman see that Tanish, we want to give the advertisements. So they opted for this television. So what is the best time to give the advertisements? So they selected the topmost channels. They naturally collect high fee, high whatever high charges are there. And suppose if it's the prime time and they charge more amount rather than the normal hours. So Tanish So they sell these ornaments with the most preferable female, and wherever female spending much time in what time this is the best time, right? Like at that time, the company can give this campaign duration and repeated taglines. The taglines also give this right consistency is required, hand in hand, visual consistency. That this will give you one of the most effective tools. Advertisement can change the idea change your life. It's a tagline. Idea change and not just simple. Idea is a change your life. A small tagline. We'll remember this idea products. Right? So like the so many products that they develop very popular taglines and it helps the companies to improve company sales. And uh, next, consistency of positioning. So consistent of positioning, when the first develop a product, you should must time to into how this will position of a product that your competitors. So this position strategy should be displayed frequently through the product life cycle, with product life cycle, like on advertisement also. The most important development, consistent positioning strategy to help avoid uncertainty uncertainty in this region. So we have to give consistent promotion strategies and whatever the best way we have to follow and best way to compare these strategies. Next, the fifth principle is simplicity is required. Very simple and very simple to remember these advertisements. And there is no complicated, there is no complex. It is simple, very short and using the taglines. As I told you, idea change your life, right? And some companies giving these, they're very popular rather than advertising, they're very popular than taglines. Okay, therefore they can use very simple language, very simplicity, and using through internet advertising because there's too much content and page takes too long to load and viewers also will use. See, there's no just 1 minute or 30 seconds or 10 seconds. Very simple. Just you can see that you can understand what the product is, what they want to sell, how it's useful to if I buy the product, how it is help to me. So like very simple. And identify the selling point, the sixth principle of advertising principles, effective principles, identifying selling points. So you have to identify the correct selling point or correct medium it's reached the target, right? And even, for example, your target customers are rural people, but you're giving advertisement in urban area, but it's not. The rural people wants to, their approach is different, and urban people, their income levels are different. So rural people, they won't get regular income, every month's income. Whereas urban area, the employees are getting every month's income. Spending patterns are different for this urban customer and rural customer. So as we have to decide the selling point. So if you want to sell a car, Benz car or Bugatti, we can't open a store in a rural village. The company may open a store in Bandara Hills, Jubilee Hills, but because selling point is there, right? And we can't open a what we call gyms in these rural areas. So you will open a gyms in the urban areas and also very distant areas. It helps to get the profits, right? It's very convenient to the people to visit these places. Create create an effective flow. So advertisement give an effective flow. So starting to ending within 30 seconds or 1 minute, easily understand this about this product, about this ad. And for television, the flow should be developed and each with four key points. Being the last thing gives the ending with customer remember, right? So these are the seven what we call effective principles in advertising. And creativity is next is creativity is very more. The advertising is very creativity. Advertising is not easy as we say that no, whatever just to use simple advertising. Advertising is not that much easy what we think. Is creative is required, right? So how we can give these advertisements? See that Santosh so how it is creating the advertising, right? Washing powder and Nirma. See that how you remember all these advertisements. Some kind of creativity is there. So like so your advertisement, the company as well has to do. attention. And this attention has to create interest. Interest leads to desire, desire to action. So like the creativity must require, creativity is an art and as well as it's art. So like writer poem, novelist, player, cricketer. So like how best we create this advertisement, creating advertisements. And one view, billions of views. How best we writing the coding, right? So for example, a child can draw a simple picture by woman, but it does not carry any creative message somewhere. So how you are creating the advertisement? So the product is good, price is good, this is good, promotion is good, promotion and the one of the limitations, the advertising is not good, the customer doesn't know about it. But all elements are important, out of which the advertising is the more important. Advertising creativity has to follow rules which are guided by a well-defined purpose. What's the purpose? By an analysis of thoughts supplied by imaginations, by selecting useful ones which meet the purpose. Okay. So like so far we covered two units in first chapter. Now we move to uh, unit number 3 and the first block. So the title of this unit is types of advertising. Yes, earlier also we discussed various mediums of advertising, right? The types of advertisings are there. So we are going to discuss and different types: television advertising, advertisement in theaters, when the before starting the movie and before the interval, and see that giving the advertisement theaters, uh, product level, product placements, advertising, radio advertising, print media advertising, outdoor advertising, non-advertising, SMS, email, mobile advertising, outdoor block space advertising, advertising appeals and techniques like we are going to discuss in detail and each type. Now we'll move to first and foremost one is product life cycle advertising. Product life cycle. Earlier also we discussed this life cycle of a product. So like this, right? Initial growth stage, mature stage, decline stage. So like advertising has also some kind of life cycle similar to product life cycle, right? So like advertising has different stages. The first and foremost is introductory stage. It required more advertisement introduction stage. If the people start with giving this, it's a new product, and if you more, it's a new, more kind of advertisement required, and market preparation is required, the motivation is required to people to buy the products, and advertising appeals the customers, and it creates an emotional, rational motives to buy the company products. They are effectively used in introduction stage of this product life cycle. Next, counter advertising. See that counter advertising in second stage, it is used when the product has reached the target market growth, and especially in the market maturity stage. Whatever the market maturity stage is, and if simultaneously selective brands, it sticks to all specific brand rather than this product categories. See that under direct type, indirect type. So immediate buying action, it's a direct type, indirect type. So it attempts to pinpoint the virtue of the product in the expectation that customer action will affect by its when he has ready to buy the product. So people remember this advertising, 2 minutes Maggie, and see the Santoor advertisement. You still we remember. And stimulation advertising, thinking a kind of advertising is intent to stimulating reviving demand of a product when reaches decline stage. Other types of product advertising are also there, and informative product advertising, and perceiving product advertising, reminder reminder and oriented product advertising is also there. We will remind and orient of a new brand and new products available. Now the advertising based on the product product type and sectors. So see that in market, the different type products and different types of segments are there. Like as earlier I told you, uh, cement factories, steel, and banking, real estate, and what we call different products are available. Sometimes it is called the consumer advertising and sometimes industrial advertising. So consumer means end to end, reads the end when the product is reached the final user. So that is different. The producer engage the customer product advertising. The marketers, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, scooters, detergent, cars, soaps, cigarettes. Because directly the customer use bring a few, and these products are all packaging goods, and the customer will often buy this product during the whole year. If it is a consumable, the people use less. You see that Colgate and close up, the people use the whole year, irrespective of the season, irrespective of whether it's summer, it's winter, rainy season. It's a consumable product, right? See that what we call soap, right? It's a consumer advertising. Second one is industrial advertising. See, the industries is the buyer is the industry here. Yeah, see, the product can be the product is suitable to the industrial purpose. So the purpose is different for consumer and see that one company output may be input it another company. Right? See that one company's output another company. The industrial advertisers is combined by which multiple buying influences characteristics like uh, derived demand. Right? Derived demand, one product will influence the other product. The basic appeal tend to focus on increase rupee profit by years or help to achieve this non-monetary objective sometimes, right? So in advertisement, conducting exhibition and general agreement publications, advertising agencies are much less useful in industrial advertising. The third one is channel-oriented advertising, different channels of oriented advertising. So here, very popular. We know this retail advertising, wholesale advertising, cooperative advertising. So retail advertising directly B2C. This is defined by retailing the end user, covering all advertising by the store that sell goods directly to the consuming public. It includes it also includes advertising establishment of the sales and all services also they included. So wholesale, so it's the middleman is there. The wholesale is the middleman, company to customer. So he's not advertising minded, but either for themselves for these suppliers. So he's the middleman between this customer and the firm company, and he is the need of developing an overall promotion strategy. They also make a greater use of supplier promotion material and programs in the way of advantages to them. Next, cooperative. The cooperative advertising is sharing of costs for all local places, advertising between a retailer or a wholesaler or a manufacturer. So cooperative advertising involves two or more companies sharing together, sharing the advertising cost. See that most of the companies now you will see the live example of IPL matches. So advertising may be vertical or horizontal. The vertical cooperative program agreements between the trade channel partners, where the market plays certain percentage of channel partners also there. So, like the sharing expenditure of this, no, most probably we say that these tournaments and flyers and catalogs, trade magazines, and direct email companies. So, like it reduces the cost and easily to reach a good number of customers in a single way. Advertising based on place of promotion, where we are going to promote the place based on the place. So either global advertising or national advertising or regional advertising and local advertising. See that first we move to global advertising. So nowadays is the world is a global village, everyone knows. So Domino's is the we know that it's not Indian product, but we know the people Domino's advertisements, right? And some Indian companies also grow in a global, but global companies also they started their branches in India and they are giving advertisement global level, and also it's reached to the nation also. So like France, Kuwait, Indonesia, South Africa, like Domino Pizza is having different flavors in pizzas in different countries, different languages. Like as the Starbucks, the different flavors of coffees, different snacks for different people, different type of people. See that one now we are in summer, some other countries winter season, other countries of season, right? So seasonally they are changing these flavors and whatever this new added the flavor. They're removing old flavors, adding the new flavors. So national advertising. So very popular national companies like Pan India oriented. They practice many forms like Jindal Steels, Cement, ACC Cement, Asian Paints, Patanjali's, and Colgate's, Palmolive, Ultratech, right? LG, Hindalco, and Honda Motors, Mahindra Motors, Tata Motors, Tata Steels. So like the advertisement given the national up to this national, but now no, it's a boundaries. There is no nation, so everything is international through this technology. So regional advertising. So region wise, no, India can be divided into north, south, east, north, right? So India has a very wider different kind of cultures, different kind of festivals, different kind of there. See the same advertisement, thumbs up. National level is given by the national star and local level given the local star. The advertisement why because the regional level, regional people they won't know this national actor, but regional people knows the regional actor and the company's age advertisement, the brand ambassador of the local actor. So geographically also you see that Ramraj Banians is a South Indian product, right? And Rupa Banians is North Indian product. Right? So Vijaya Dairy, there is a debate going on in Karnataka elections. See that Nandini milk is a regional advertisement, regional product, right? Vijaya Dairies, right? And are mostly southern product, hence it target audience is the Ramraj, Ramraj stores, Ramraj Banians, okay? Bharati Cements, Ultratech Cement, like is a regional brands at the same time you can see the regional brands in this agri products. Agri products also most of these regional products. And the fourth type of advertisement based on the local is local advertising. So retailer than this manufacturer, these advertising save the customer time, money for passing along with specific information about the product, place, location, so on. The local level, right? Within this boundary, they give that. So Mysore soap, they give this national advertisement, but it's very popular in Mysore. Why? Because the product, the stand is available in Mysore. The Hyderabad biryani, so it is a local advertisement. The product available, local very popular. So like the local is also there. The volume is very limited, size is limited. Now we move to advertising based on this emphasize. Fifth one, the first thing is to convert advertising. How we are converting advertising. Advertising, right? Advertising kind of advertising. We want in between movie, in between the television, so in serials, or in between the sports. One over is completed, the next over which will take 30 seconds. In between advertisement will be. See that any wicket, the cricket match, the next player has to reach the ground. It will take few seconds. In between, the companies may give the advertisements. Right? See, the before start the movie, that is the advertisement. So that is there. So the brand and see the surrogate advertising. The surrogate advertising is uh, prominently seen in case of where advertising is a particular product banned by law. See that some products, right? It's banned by law. We can't use on products for advertisements like cigarettes, alcohol, like right? It's not good for the health. It's not good for the society. So now how we will McDonald, Club Soda is a classic example for this surrogate advertising. McDonald, Club Soda, and public service advertising like green energy, circular economy, energy conservation, or plastic usage, political integrity, deforestation, illiteracy, poverty, so on. The advertisement used for the social benefit and aware the public to protect our environment. Users must move to the solar energy, so like so on. Institutional advertising. So most of the institutions are giving their advertising. If the institution uh, producing the multi products, also they can see the DCM and HLT. So institutions also they give the advertisement. Indian Oil advertisement describe the company's general activities, right? Whatever these are. And the celebrity advertising is very popular. Not only India, in any country, the famous person image to sell the product and services. Yesterday also we discussed, yesterday also we discussed this Salman Khan, right? Chilbul Pandey. He promote the product, the food products, most of the products, right? Amitabh Bachchan is everyone knows a national actor. So he gives advertisement and all over India knows that is Amitabh Bachchan. These give this validation. So celebrity endorsed in a promotional tool that boosts the brand awareness. Very easy to reach, and it is a way of enhancing credibility and gaining visibility for brands. So celebrities as well as known the people, like they're easier to endorse. Uh, Michael Jackson, Tiger Woods, earlier very popular ambassadors, right? You see that very popular ambassador in Indian cricket is MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli and other film actors also give the more advertisement and it's very easy to promote the products. After that, we move to one by one. You see the first advertisement channel and very popular one is television advertising. So television advertising is sending these promotional messages or media connect, excuse me, to one or more potential program viewers. So this media advertising playing a very important role. The broadcast and the viewers select the programs and what is the best time to view, and best channel, best time, and how many seconds are there. So like the television advertising very popular in developing nations, so like in India, most of the people they spend much time in the television news and see this television how it will be. Uh, Growth in India 1950, before after 1950, America and it impacted so deep within the decades, European countries like so India also and the cable channels. Earlier we don't have a cable, the cables are now direct we went to divert with uh, cable channels offering all this. So different types of television advertising, like abroad we are categorized in two different types of television advertising. One is program or sponsored program and announcements, right? So before start any event, see that these are the sponsors of this program. So like the anchor or cricket player or story, film, they give that these are the sponsors. These we associate with like TV serials, movies, reality shows. We see it very, when what we call deep loss. So these companies giving these food items are arranged in the stores, right? Uh, in this sponsoring these programs, and it build an image. Unlike if it is good image, the programs will be created like it is very selective and flexible. It can very cost effective to compare other and the announcements. So that announcement, the second in between, as Arias earlier told you, this cricket match between the overs are very quick for before starting the match. The announcement is the telecasted which is presented to the audience between the sponsored program and the station break, right? So it is very economical and is more flexible and it is effective for advertising that our belief. These advertisement commercial can be either 10 seconds and 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds duration is there. So these charges also uh, decide, it depends upon the time, the prime time, high time. The most of the people view this prime news or prime time. That time, these companies, television companies, or whatever service provider, they will charge higher amounts. What are the merits, what are the advantages, and for television advertising. So ability to create deep impact. So as after this color television and the presented, it is to create more deep impact to the compare other media channels like we'll compare with books, publishing a book, magazine, or radio. This we compare these television advertising is more creating deep impact to viewers to attention the products, and it is a selective and very flexible. So, like radios and newspaper, it is very highly flexible and selective media. It can be used locally, regionally, nationally, now sometimes maybe internationally. The flexible you can give this advertisement. So advertisers are also free to choose the time slots. This is the best time, the nature of messages to the viewers. Yes. Yes. No, it is a mass communication media. It's a mass communication media. Television was highly popular even in rural India also. So India lives in villages. So rural market is bigger than this urban market. So if the company wants to attract the rural customer, they can give this. Television is a very best way of communicating this product. The entire family is exposed to it perhaps for several hours a day. So television advertising is it's considered as uh, a platform for gaining popularity to products. The rural customers will easily attract these products, help distributors and dealers. So a television campaign to help the distributors and dealers to reach this local merchant is a merchant to reach the product. It is immensely very popular to compare other channels. The television stake is very high. Still, people are watching televisions and spending some time. And the television television through advertising, the increase the company sales also proved in certain cases. So, like there are so many advantages. At the same time, there are some limitations also there in television advertising. It suffer very short life. So see that in a prime time there are 10 to 15 advertisements are there. The customer is very difficult to remember each and every advertisement. The shorter life, so see if you watch, so if you move another channel and they will see another channel, they forget these advertisements. And if it is a physical form, he will spend some time. So it's not easy that much easy to remove. Right? There are some limitation in shorter life, and it's very high expensive compared to others. Like in a very popular channel and a popular channel at the same time, prime time, they will charge very high, and per second and seconds also they are charging the amount, and the cost is very high. But in producing a print media, high advertisement tariffs and TVs compared to other. So it's not suitable to all the small and the medium companies may not give the advertisement in the prime time, highly rated channels. Too many commercials, like as I told earlier, within 10 to 15 minutes to 15, see that within 1 hour, see this cricket match in between 1 hour, we'll see that 5 or 6 advertisements. So it is difficult to remember all these advertisements, and it's not that much easy to remember all these advertisements from a single day. Right? So second one is after this television advertising. Now we move to this very traditional way. Advertisement in theaters. So theaters are cinemas advertising at another medium of publicity, characterized by the sound, motion, colors, vision, and timeliness on a large silver screen. So this audio visual has a very range starting ordinary before start screen publicity is also like to all age and say professionals and political affections groups because it's very lives and also is there, right? And it has its own advantages and limitations. And these advantages are deep impacts. So the target customers is easy to attract. See that pharma company they want to give this pharma products. Especially fertilizer companies they want to give the advertisement in rural villages. So rural villages if they watch see the theaters. So the deep impact is there, right? See this whatever the crop grown, and if we're comparing to other products, other fertilizers like the animations and servant and vision are deep impacted for the illiterate and rural customers. It is a selective and very flexible. So the timing is very flexible. Any time in between, either based on the education level, based on standard, either before start the movie or break time or any other situations, you can also give this. The word the runner is a flexibility. But in television, we don't have that much of flexibility compared to this theater advertising. Mass publicity at a single show, the 3,000 or 4,000 viewers are there, and see that viewers are at a single show. So in a whole period, 1,000 seater, if it's 4,000 per day, in a month, 4 into this, in the 30 days, 1.2 lakhs viewers are there for your mass advertisement in mass advertisement, theater advertising. Versatile. So field advertising goes across the barriers of literacy and language and reach the audience and make them spellbound. Right? Versatile is there to in theater advertising. And like there are some advantages at the same time, there are some disadvantages also there in theater advertising, movie advertising. Right? Yeah. It is very costly. Screen advertising is very a costly affair, right? It involves a lot of activities such as uh, creating video, acting is required, film shooting is required, distribution is required, and adding the sounds all are required. It's very costly affair. Little in the 15 seconds uh, advertisement, you need to create spend a lot of amount. The problem of differences. So cinema audience is basically interested for future of film rather than advertisement. It is not all, but majority of the audience listens such as advertisement messages during the entertainment. Right? So it has a limited coverage, but whoever is visited theater only they can view the advertisement. Those who are outside the theater, they don't know this about the product, they don't know this about this advertisements. Right? So very seasoned reputation says outsider they don't know. So only if 1.2 people leave this theater in a month, but in outside more than 1.2 lakhs of people available, but they don't know about the products. Now I will stop here, and tomorrow will next class next Saturday will continue this session. Uh, yes, sir. Hello, 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 hello. Sir, can I wind up, sir? Hello, hello.